Well, welcome to Gatwick and welcome to David Hookie's Flight Sims on a flight in the Lufthansa Airbus Neo, actually fly-by-wire version 6 stable, from Gatwick to Manchester. And we will be using Multicrew Experience First Officer, and this package is the full package where we have every switch on the flight deck fully accessible to voice control.
Contact London 127.87.
So we load Multicrew Experience, and after Multicrew Experience is loaded, we'll run through the flows and some checklists on the flight from Gatwick to Manchester. Normally use pilot to ATC, we'll not use pilot to ATC on this flight because I like to demonstrate Multicrew Experience and don't want any distractions from ATC. So there's our graphical user interface, the UI. It's very basic, very simple, and boy does it work. These are all our flows which we'll be using on the flight. So without more ado, let's get started. Electrical power up with APU.
Power up with APU. Parking brake set. Battery. Please push the 2 battery switches, Captain. On beacon lights turned on. Fuel all fuel pumps. On. Initial reference system 1 mode is set to nav. Initial reference system 2 mode is set to nav. Initial reference system 3 mode is set to nav. APU activated. Stand by for APU to be ready.
Hello Skipper, it's me, Simon. I'll coordinate the various ground services. Should you need something, just give me a shout.
APU bleed air switched on. Upper ECAM on. Lower ECAM activated. ECAM clear pressed. ECAM APU pressed. Emergency lights armed. Power up with APU complete.
I remind you that your hand luggage should be placed in the overhead compartments. In the interest of safety, heavy bags or bottles must be placed underneath the seat in front of you, and all unlocked exits must be kept clear. If you do need any assistance, the cabin crew will be pleased to help. Thank you.
ND mode to plan.
HSI mode is set to plan mode. Set.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
Our V1 is 121.
Yeah, confirm V1131.
Correction, V1 is 121. Our V1 is 121.
Affirmative, confirm V1121.
Yes.
Right?
Our VR is 122.
Yeah, confirm VR122.
Yes.
Helpful.
Our V2 is 126.
Confirm V2126. Skipper.
Yes.
Helpful.
Crew oxygen supply on.
Crew oxygen is set to auto.
Boarding flow.
Boarding.
Will do. CC from ramp.
What can I help you with?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, on behalf of the cabin staff, I would like to welcome you on this Lufthansa Star Alliance flight. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Gabriel Mansuk and I am the purser on this flight. My purser colleague is Mrs. Liliana Lutz, and she is in charge in business class. Please fasten your seatbelts now. Make sure that you pull them tight. Pull them tight. And I would like to remind you that as long as you are sitting, you have to keep your seatbelt fastened, just in case we get unexpected turbulence. I wish you a nice day on board.
Boarding complete.
Completed.
Hi Captain, the passenger boarding is complete and I have the load sheet here for you.
Fasten your seatbelts now. Make sure that you pull them tight. Pull them tight. And I would like to
Ending
remind
display
you
on.
that as long as you are sitting,
EHSI
you have
mode
to
is
keep
set
your
to
seatbelt
map
fastened,
mode.
just in case we get unexpected
Display
turbulence.
constraints.
I wish you a
The
nice
EFIS button
day
selected.
on board.
Start engine 2.
Got it. Sorry, Captain. Didn't get it. Engine start.
Yes.
Helpful. Starter engaged. Engine 2. Start valve open. Engine 2. N2. Fuel flow. Engine 2.
Start engine 1.
Starting engine number 1. Start valve open. Engine 1 and 2. Starter cut out. Engine 2. Fuel flow. Engine 1.
System display APU.
ECAM lead air pressed.
System display flight control.
ECAM flight controls pressed.
System display engine.
ECAM engine pressed.
System display flight control.
ECAM flight controls pressed.
After start flow.
After start generator 1 available now. Generator 2 on. Engine start set to normal. APU lead selected off. Spoilers armed. Setting rudder trim to 0. Flaps 1 plus F. Starter cutout engine 1. APU off. Weather panel PWS switched on. Check APU master is off. No blue beacon lights on.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention to the international safety regulations. This aircraft has 6 emergency exits. 2 exits are located in front, 2 at the wings and 2 at the back. They are marked with the exit sign. Illuminated escape path markings on the floor lead to these exits. Each seat is equipped with the safety belts. To fasten the seat belt, fit the 2 ends together. Tighten it by pulling the loose end. To unfasten the
Before
seatbelt,
taxi
lift the
checklist.
upper part of the buckle.
Before taxi
Your life
checklist.
vest is located under your seat and is sealed in a plastic
Engine with
bag.
anti-ice.
When instructed to do so, take a hold of the bag
As
and
required.
take the life vest
ECAM
out.
status.
Pull
Check.
the life vest over your
Wave
head.
off.
Received.
Fasten the life vest
Before
by
taxi
connecting
checklist
the hose to the
complete.
ring. Pull the struts until the life vest is properly adjusted. On leaving the aircraft, pull the threads tight and the life
Before
vest will
taxi
inflate.
flow.
Set
Red
up
tubes
for
are
taxi.
located
Auto
on
brake
both
is
sides
set
for
to
blowing the
maximum.
additional
Seatbelt
air
warning
into the
lights
life
on.
vest.
Taxi lights on.
For more detailed information,
Navigation
please
lights
refer
switched
to the
on.
safety instruction card in the
Spoilers
seat
armed.
pocket in front of you.
Wing lights turned on.
Thank you for your attention.
Cabin call. Emergency lights armed. Turn off. Lights switched on.
Cabin
Taxi
crew,
flow
cease
complete.
departure, please.
Auto brake max.
Auto brake is set to maximum.
Runway entry procedure.
Stage runway.
24.
Runway and heading confirmed. Clear right.
Clear on the left.
Okay, we are all clear to the right.
Before takeoff flow.
Before take-off flow. Ready for
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Cabin is ready for takeoff.
Yes, thanks for that.
Final takeoff items checklist.
final takeoff items checklist. Air conditioning packs.
As required.
Takeoff memo.
All green.
Engine mode selector.
Ignition.
Flaps.
1 plus F.
Transponder.
Auto.
Final takeoff items checklist complete.
Thanks.
Very kind from you.
You okay to go?
Ready, go.
Power set.
Knots.
Check.
Rotate. V2 positive climb.
0.
Gear coming up.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1 gear up and secured.
Flaps open.
Speed check. Flaps 0.
After takeoff flow.
Flaps retracted. Check after take off. Flow taxi. Lights selected off. Flaps as required. Turn off. Lights off. Spoilers disarmed. After take off. Procedure complete. Flying checklist. Landing lights.
Retract.
Okay, beginning flow, continue
Cabin crew
runway lights,
prepare for landing.
On.
gear,
Up.
engine mode selector,
No.
flaps,
Up. Up.
speed, brakes,
Disarm.
climb, checklist complete.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
ND range 40.
HSI scale is set to 40 miles. Done.
ND range 80.
EHSI distance is set to 80.
Display airport.
The EFS button airport selected.
Display NDB.
The EFS button NDB selected.
Display waypoint.
The EFS button waypoint selected.
Display constraint.
The EFS button.
ND range 40.
Nav display range is set to 40. Set.
ND range 80.
Navigation display range is set to 80 miles. Selected.
Set flight level 240.
Yeah, selecting flight level 240.
Select commanded altitude.
Roger. Performing procedure full altitude managed.
Select managed altitude.
Switching channel to managed.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Passing transition in the climb.
Transition in climb. Landing. Lights off. Transition altitude. Setting altimeter reference to 2992 inches. 2992 on my side. Transition.
Cross check.
Cross check. Many things.
ND range 160.
Nav display range is set to 160.
Flying checklist.
Flying checklist. Landing lights crossing 10,000.
Retract.
Packs.
On.
Gear.
Up.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Flaps.
Up.
Speed braked.
Disarm.
Flying checklist complete.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. landed.
Anti-ice on.
Wing anti-ice turned on.
Engine anti-ice on.
Engine anti-ice 1, 2. On.
Window heat on.
Got it. Window heat.
Thanks.
Switched on. You're welcome.